hand. All because he was trying to get warm. Guess what happens, Christians? Let me watch this. Watch this up. The Word of God says this. In Psalms, you ain't got to go there, but I can give you the scripture. In Psalms 34:19 says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord, listen to this, delivers him out of all. So that means that you can be righteous, but just know that, guess what? You're going to encounter some situations, okay, that don't seem like you should encounter. But because you serve God, okay, he says, guess what? I got a way to escape for you. I'm going to get you out of that situation. Let's stay right there. Let's go back to Acts here. So when the viper had fast to his hand, it goes on and says this in verse 4. So when the natives saw the creature hanging, imagine this now, hanging from his hand, he holds his hand up. He's looking at it like, look, I'm just giving you a visual. It may not be, but I'm just giving you a visual. Okay? They said to one another, no doubt this man is a murderer, whom he has escaped the sea, yet justice does not allow to live. So they think he's going to die. They think because the snake, listen, he's at a remote island, guys, and anytime they see a serpent, okay, they believe that the serpent represents evil. Just like we do when we have the example of saying in the garden, right? According to the Bible. So they say to themselves, look, he got a snake hanging on. This guy must have done something bad. See, that's how it is for Christians. When you believe in God, it seems like, oh my goodness, he must have done something wrong because he has problems. All these problems are coming against him. Why are you going to serve God when it seems like you got a lot going on? You cannot possibly serve God when you have all these problems going on. Matter of fact, I don't want to serve God. I can live the way I'm normally living, and I still have the same problems you are having. But see, God says, no, it's not so. Because the Word of God says that, what did he say? He says, I will deliver you out of them all. See, Paul knew. Let me keep reading. I ain't going to give you that yet. Let me keep reading here. Here we go. It says, no doubt this man is a murderer, whom though he has escaped the sea, yet justice does not allow to live. But he shook off the creature into the fire and suffered no harm. However, they were expecting that he would swell up or suddenly fall down dead. But after they had looked for a long time and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a god. Listen to this. So it tells me in other different variations of the Bible, it said that it hung on his arm and it bit him. It bit him. You know anything about a viper? Let me explain something to you. When I was in the military, I got a lot of stories. When I was in the military, there was a couple snakes they said do not mess with. Number one was the desert or the sand viper. The sand viper, it was said that over time in history, it was said that their venom was so potent that even their breath could kill you. Now, I hope we don't have any viper breaths up here. What I'm saying is, I don't let you know is, get you laughing a little bit, but what I'm letting you know is this. A viper's bite is lethal. The breath of a viper, as they say, over time, it could be true, that the venom, the breath, could kill you. Okay? Now guess what? How do we relate that to today's time? That's why I always ask God. Guess what? The world is the same way. It has a way of biting you and wrapping itself around you, and you don't know you're entangled with the world. You see? And guess what? The mere, even the breath of the world is too much for some of us. Oh, y'all didn't catch me right there. Just a little glimpse of the world is too much because you can't afford to be in the world. See, Paul said, you know what? I'm going to shake it off. And some of us need to shake it off. And keep, you know what? Not only to shake it off, we need to stay away from the danger. You know what the biggest danger is nowadays for us all? The biggest danger is this. Not for you just to live in the world, but for you to accept the world. That's the biggest danger. Because you wouldn't let it in. You see? You see? And see, and you know the word. That's right. I'm going right there too. Because the word of God says, do not be conformed to this world, but be what? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And see, the moment he said, yeah, that's right. That's right. Because you got to renew your mind. You got to not think what the world wants you to think and what the adversary wants you to think, what your flesh wants you to think. See, the flesh is all about doing one thing, pleasing itself. Pleasing itself. Man always, you can watch movies. You know, every movie I've been seeing here lately, a lot of them, every movie is all about what? Sex, drugs, cars. Guns. All the same things. And guess what those all are? Flesh pleasers. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. And you know what? We all fail to forget one main thing. When we die, we can't do none of those things anymore. I'm laughing because we live in this world and we become so cold and void towards God. We forget about what's inside, that we have a soul. We forget about that. We do. See, God's whole divine purpose is to make sure that our soul prospers. Notice, I didn't say make sure your bank account prospers. Notice, I didn't say he wants to make sure that, guess what, you prosper with many children. No. He wants to make sure that your soul has a correct resting place. I always say, the Word of God says this. God's whole plan is not for you to perish by your lack of knowledge. See, if you don't know, that's one thing. But when you know and you heard it and you do opposite of what was said, that's on you. Amen? Now, we keep going here. It says here, go down. Here we go. However, so here they say here, they saw no harm in him after he was bitten. They waited to see if he was going to die. Or swell up. So he had signs to say that he was infected. But it seemed like I told you in the beginning, the beginning of my subject line, it seemed like he had immunity. But you know what his immunity was? It was God. God protected him, amen? Amen? He protected him. Look, not only did he protect him, but he was showing the people something. God knows exactly what he is doing. They probably saying something, man, on this island, I see many people got bit and they died. This guy did not die. Something is special happening. He must be some type of god or he's in witchcraft. They couldn't even explain it. This guy ain't even swelling up. Come on now. It's something about this individual. You know how it is in life, you see people, it look like they got it all together. They got everything going for themselves. I'm talking about Christian folks, people who really love God, people who have the favor of God in their lives. Matter of fact, you can be around them, and because you're around them, their favor and their blessings rub off on you. You ever been around people like that? How many of you want to be a person like that? I'm telling you right now. Amen. Because guess what? They have this, God has given them this certain, that it. God has given them all the blessings to the point where their cup has ran it over. Their storehouse became fat. So their favor has outpoured around everybody that it's like contagious. The immunity is so strong that, you know how you get a shot, you know when you get a flu shot, and they say that they introduce a little bit of the flu in you so you won't be affected? But guess what? Everybody who, I'll tell you something, a lot of people who serve God, they have had a hard life. A lot of them. And guess what? For them, it's an eye-opener for them to stay because they made some wrong choices. But them choices didn't keep them down. Y'all better hear me today. The choices didn't keep them down. See, Paul could have said, instead of showing you that the snake can do anything to me, he could have said, oh, I feel sick. Knowing good well he didn't feel sick. He said, you know what? I'm going to dust my feet off, keep moving, throw the snake down, shake it off, and move. Keep doing, keep going. How many of us that, you know, I see Ray smiling, I see you. I see where you're going. But how many of us know that at times in life, you know how you say a person got a cold, and then you be like, oh, I don't want to get your cold. I'm going to stay away from around you. But you still end up being around and you never get sick. You never get sick. Why isn't that cancer or any kind of liver disease or certain diseases never hit you? You know why? I'm going to tell you why. God has protected you. You're no special person. It's just that God has found fit for you not to have the disease. You heard that? Because you got to understand something, beloved, that you may have slept around. You never got HIV. You never got syphilis, gonorrhea. You never done none of those things. But God has covered you for so long.
Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord.
I could have felt woozy. I slept with someone else or whatever. No. God didn't tell you to say that. You just know that if you think about in your life how many times you could have been.
Amen.
Oh, that is I'm telling you right now. You could have been labeled as having this and that.
Amen.
You know, that needle that you put in your arm could have been infected. Don't let me go there.
Hey.
Don't let me go there. Don't let me go there. Well, you could have been swapping spit with someone and they got meningitis.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, listen, I told you to get real today. Because there's a lot of diseases out there come to take you out.
Yes. Amen.
But no, we say, oh, we just live life. We here. We don't know why we're here. It's just coincidence. I did catch those things.